Good morning, everyone. Let us start this session. So during the last lecture, we have seen how to draw the sectional orthographic projection. So this was the problem. So here we have completed the front view, that is a sectional front view. Now we will try to complete the remaining two views, that is the top view and the right hand side view. Okay. So for the top view, you can take the major projections from the front view and you can create the reference rectangle similar to this rectangle with the maximum height and maximum length. So for the projection, either you can create the new layer and you can draw the line in that layer, or you can directly take the line with the different colors. Okay. So make sure that your ortho mode is on when you take the projection. So if you observe in the top view, then the maximum length or maximum height of the rectangle, so it is equal to 66. Okay, so you can observe here, this is the 66. So take the length 66 for the line. So select the line. Draw the line of 66 mm. And you can complete this rectangle. Okay, so this is your reference rectangle in the top view. So you can remove this extra part. Okay, so now here we can take the projection from this circle. So in the top view, basically this is a cylinder in the 3D. So in the top view, it will appear as a rectangle. Okay, so for that rectangle, just take the projection from this circle. Okay, so on these two lines, we will draw that rectangle. So you can observe here, this rectangle, it doesn't have the dimension 66 mm. Okay, that is the length of that rectangle. So this cylinder, it is having the length, it is equal to 54. So we should take this 27 from the center line. So select the bilayer option for the visible geometry, then select the line. So from this point, take the line of 27 mm. And then you can draw this rectangle. Okay, so similarly, we should draw another rectangle. So you can observe here. So this circular hole, actually it is hidden in the top view. Okay, so that circular hole, it is having the dimension, so it is 20 mm diameter. Okay, and it is 9 mm inside. So you can refer here this 9 mm dimension given. So from this point, just you can draw the line. So you can use different color for reference. Take 9 mm, then draw the line. Similarly, from this point, take 9 mm, then draw horizontal line. Okay. And on this line, you can draw the center line as a reference. So that circular hole, or even you can directly take the reference point from this front view. Okay, just draw one projector line. So actually, these two lines will be hidden in the top view. Okay, so you can select the dash line, then select the line, and you can take the distance 10 mm. Okay, so in this way you can complete the top view for this hidden circular hole. So now you can remove this reference line. So similarly, there is another hidden line. So this is that hidden line. Okay. So for this, you can take the projection from this circle. Okay. So this portion, it will be hidden. So select the bilayer option, and then you can draw the hidden line. And this complete line, it will be hidden. So you can observe here. So this complete circular part, it will appear as a horizontal line, and that will be hidden. So this is the hidden line. Okay. Now you can delete this. Okay. So this is the top view for this cylindrical part. And now complete the remaining top view. So in the top view, you can observe this complete rectangle. Okay, so this border. So select the bilayer in the line type. Again, select the bilayer in the color. Select the line and just draw this. So this boundary will be completely visible in the top view. Now, if you observe here front view, so the front view is incomplete because we haven't drawn the front view for this portion. Okay. So for this portion, first draw the top view and then you can take the projection in the front view. Okay. So to draw this, first draw the center line. So here you can observe the triangle. So it represents the midpoint. So there is one setting. If it is not visible, then you just take the cursor here. Okay. And you should right click and then click dynamic input setting. Okay. So you will get the dynamic input setting. In that, there is first setting, snap and grid. Okay. So in the snap and grid, so you can observe here the snap spacing. So you should make it 0.01. So basically it represents the mm. Second is the polar tracking. So do not change any setting in the polar tracking. And there is one option, object snap. Okay. So in the object snap, so we should check this endpoint, midpoint, whether it is on. Okay. So by default, if it is unchecked, this rectangle, then just click here. Then you can observe the midpoint when you prepare the orthographic drawing. Okay. So this is the object snap setting. So there are different options, endpoint, midpoint. Then there is one tangent option. Okay. So when you draw the tangent line to the circle, okay, so you will directly find out the tangent point. So this setting, it must be on. So click OK to apply the setting. Okay. So now draw one center line. So now draw this feature. There are two semicircles. Okay. So distance between these two semicircles, it is 36. And this center line, so basically this complete portion is symmetric. Okay. And this is the line that is the axis of symmetry. So this feature actually it is symmetric about this axis line. So we should draw this axis line at 42 mm so that we will get one reference. And from this axis line, you can take the distance 18 and 18 on both the sides. So you can find out this center of this semicircle. Okay. So in the top view, so you can select the different color for the reference line. From this point, take the distance 42 mm. Okay. Now from this point, take distance 18 mm on both the sides. Okay. So this is the center. So now select the bilayer option. You can select this circle and you can draw that circle. So first check the radius. It is R16. Okay. So from this center, draw the circle of R16. Again, from this center, draw the circle of R16. So that circle, so it is the outer circle. Okay. There is another circle. So that circle, its radius is not directly given, but spacing between these two lines, it is given as a 15 mm. Okay. So that means this circle, that is a semicircle, it is having the diameter 15 mm. So we should draw the circle of 7.5. So select circle with the same center, take the radius 7.5. Okay. And now draw the tangent line to this outer circle. So select the line. From this point, just draw one horizontal line. Again, select the line. And draw this line. Okay. And then you can trim the extra portion. So you can type TR and you can enter 2 times. Okay. And then we should draw a tangent line to these circles. So select the line command. Okay. And then trim this inner portion. Okay. So in this way, you can create the feature in the top view. And now you can take the projection. So in the front view, if you observe from the X direction, this feature, it will just appear as a rectangle. Okay. So take the projection in the front view. And for this, the height is 8 mm for that rectangle. So you can select here by layer option, then select the line from this point. Just draw a vertical line of 8 mm, then draw horizontal line so that you can create the rectangle. So if your geometry, it can't fit in the screen, okay, then you can use the pan command. So for the pan command, you need to press the scroll button on your mouse, okay, that scroll wheel. So press that scroll wheel. So you can see here, there is one symbol of hand, okay. So then you can move the mouse. So you can move the drawing anywhere on the screen. And if you want to zoom in or zoom out, then by using this scroll, you can use the command that is zoom in and zoom out. So this option or this command, they are only for the desktop version. Okay, so here you can remove these projection lines. And there are two hidden lines in the front view. So these two hidden lines, they will corresponding to this circular portion, okay. So take the projection line from this point. Select the hidden line, that is the ISO dash line. Select by layer, then select the line. And from this point, draw a vertical line. Okay. So this is the complete front view. So basically it is a sectional front view. So we should highlight this region by the hatching lines. And in the top view, this portion, so it will appear as a hidden portion in the top view. Okay. So that will be a rectangle. So this line, it will be hidden. So it will overlap with this line. Okay. So basically hidden line is below this visible line. So we will only show the visible line in the top view. And this line, it will appear as a hidden line. Okay. So from this point, so its width, this is 12 mm. So this line, it is at 12 mm distance with respect to this extreme line or extreme edge. So from this point, take the distance 12 mm and draw this straight line. Similarly, from this point, take distance 12 mm. Okay. And this circle, it will be hidden in the top view. So for this circle, we will just observe the two hidden lines in the top view. So for that, take the projection. So I think we should remove this portion. It is not in the front view. Okay, so this circle will be hidden in the top view. So take the projection line from this circle and take the projection line from this circle. Okay. And on this line, we will show this circle. So basically that will appear as a rectangle. So select the hidden line. So this portion will be dotted. So similarly, draw the hidden line here. Then from this point, draw this hidden line. Okay. And now you can remove this projection line. Okay. So this is your complete top view. Okay. So now we will complete the side view. So for the side view, you can draw the 45-degree line. So first I will show how to give the hatching in the front view because it is a sectional front view. So for the hatching, you can see here in the draw toolbar, this is the hatching command, hatch, select that. That means click there. Okay. Then just select the region in which we will show the hatching line. So this is the region. So pick internal point. Okay. So these two regions will be hatching. And then you can select the pattern. So there are different patterns available. Okay. So select this ANSI 31 and then just click here, close hatch creation. Okay. So in the hatching, basically we cut this object about this axis line, that is a symmetric line. Okay. And therefore, this line that I have represented as a dotted line, it will not appear as a dotted line. Okay. So in the front view, this line will be visible when we cut the given solid into two parts. So change the line type and make it bilayer. Just click here and just select here bilayer option. Okay. Now again here, we need to show the hatching region. So select this hatch. So these two circles will be shown as a hatching region. Okay, and this portion will be hatch portion. Okay, because it is actually cut by the section plane. Okay, so this is your complete sectional front view. Okay, now for the right hand side view, draw the 45-degree line. And take the projection from the top view. And take the projection from the front view. Okay, so you can create the rectangle with the maximum dimension. And now take the projection from the major features in the top view and in the front view. So first we will try to complete the side view for this cylinder. It will be just a rectangle. So you can take the projection from this point. Similarly, take the projection from this point. Now take the projection from this circumference. Okay. So in this side view, we can observe this complete rectangle for this cylinder. So you can use the rectangle command, or you can draw the rectangle by using the line command. Okay. Now take the projection from this circle. So actually that part will be hidden. Okay, so this complete rectangle, it will be a hidden rectangle in the side view. So select here dash line. You can select the rectangle and draw this hidden rectangle. Okay. Now for this circle, so this part will be hidden. Okay. So now we can remove the projection lines. So you can observe the side view for that cylindrical part. Okay, so this is the side view of this cylinder. Now we can take the projection for this line. So that will represent the rectangle in the side view. So from this corner, draw one horizontal line. So select here by layer. You can select the rectangle. Okay, so this rectangle, it is for this feature. Okay. And this part, it will appear as a straight rectangle in the side view. So for this, you can take the projection from the top view. So from this point, draw this projector line. Similarly, from this point,